Hello everyone, my name is Trevor, I go by TheMrTrails, and welcome to the channel. Now, with the hunting grounds, many of the even more veteran players have been turning to forms of lifesteal for these kinds of hunts, where before, in pursuits and patrols, they would be using flawless builds. Now, a couple of these players have no doubt played around with no lifesteal builds and possibly found them to actually be alright for the most part. But I feel whenever you're thinking about doing flawless builds, you have to consider trying to flawless to the extreme. So, what if you were to take Shrowd weapons into the hunting grounds of Dauntless? Well, that's the question we're going to be answering today. Before we get started, in case you guys missed it, I'm hosting a hunt pass and level booster giveaway to 3 winners in my Discord server to celebrate becoming a Dauntless partner. All I ask for you to be in the giveaway is to be subscribed to the YouTube channel and following my Twitch. And even if you're not interested in the giveaway, the Discord server will likely be your best bet for when videos are posted or when I go live, and stay up to date with my Dauntless content. So why would Shrowd weapons be different from using a flawless build in the hunting grounds? Well, the answer is simple. You need to be at a very low amount of HP, then remain at that same low amount of HP. Because if you die, then you lose a 50% damage bonus, and if you heal so that you aren't one-shot, then you also lose that 50% damage bonus. So you've just gotta hope that the first random person you see isn't running an Ardent Cyclone Skarn sword build or something, or would use the Agorist special at any given point in the game. However, it's basically the same idea and goal of the Predator builds that people have at least attempted to use, so what you see may surprise you at its effectiveness. So the 2 weapon classes that I think would get the most out of considering Shrowd flawless builds are Strikers and Chainblades, as they're very mobile weapons which will oftentimes have excess stamina, or for Chainblades, Reaper's Dance to dodge. So I'll be rocking the Thrax Strikers with Shrowd Bond and 2 Berserkers inside for ourselves, with the Titan's Crash special and Cyclonic Strike Plate mod. Shrowd Helmet with Overpower inside, Koshai Chest with Catalyst, Malkarian Gloves with Cunning, Charog Feet with Overpower, and Pangar Lantern with Catalyst. You might be asking where the discipline is, but we're going to try to take damage to get to 20% anyway, and in a longer hunt it won't be that unreasonable to take an extra couple of hits to get the Shrowd UE set up. But this gives us a perk summary of 6 Predators, 6 Catalyst, 6 Berserkers, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, and 6 Rage. Following this same exact template, you could do the same with Chainblades using the Reaper's Dance special with Serrated Blades mod. Since Axe is a big target when it comes to reforging, we'll be taking a look at using an Axe build as well. It'll be the Thrax Axe with 2 Wild Frenzies inside while using the Grim Onslaught special and Overcharged Cylinder mod. And the armor setup is going to be the same as the Strikers and Chainblade builds, so we'll have Shrowd Helmet with Overpower, Koshai Chest with Catalyst, Malkarian Gloves with Cunning, Charog Feet with Overpower, but we'll go ahead and use a Drask Lantern for the Axe with a Catalyst in there. So our perk summary is 6 Catalyst, 6 Cunning, 6 Overpower, 6 Predator, 6 Rage, and 6 Wild Frenzy. So let's see how these builds fare, and keep in mind I'll be going against behemoths with a higher level than my own, both to make things interesting and to show off when the build works well how good it can be. Enjoy! So as you guys can see, these builds can absolutely destroy behemoths well above your power level. There are a few good ways around each of the maps to get yourself into the Shrowd UE, namely getting attacked by Boreas minions or stepping on the slime from Terra or Shock Snails. But that was some of the goods of these builds. Now let's talk about some of the bads. Let's start with you. If you end up dying during one of your fights, it can be pretty difficult to get back into the Shrowd UE during that fight, particularly if you're putting yourself against a behemoth that is 5 or more levels above yours. And then there's your teammates. Since at the time of this video you cannot queue a private hunt for the hunting grounds, your build is going to be at the mercy of your teammates potentially carrying some healing supplies. During the couple weeks the hunting grounds have been out, I've seen people using transfusion grenades and pylons for healing, but more commonly are the Agorist legendary abilities. If you join a fight or someone joins your fight and then they die and pop their Agorist special, if you're within that range, then you are going to be healing at a pretty rapid rate. Additionally, what's potentially even more annoying that I found out during this is that healing orbs can travel all the way across the island. From well over 300 meters away, you can be healed by someone's Terra proc. So in particular, if someone's using a Striker, Chainblade, or Ardent Cyclone Sword build for Terra weapons, and they get the Terra proc to activate, even if there's nobody on your side of the island and nobody in your fight, you can be healed because of this. So since on any given island you'll have at the very least 2 people that won't be in your party, trying to run this build effectively can be a little more annoying than it is good, especially when you can use Hellion, Pangar, or Riftstalker weapons, where you wouldn't have uncontrollable factors like these nerfing your build's overall damage. But if you set those factors aside, these builds can offer some of the highest overall damage in the game. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy Dauntless content and you are not subscribed already, consider subscribing to the channel, where I post Dauntless content every week. I've been Trevor, I go by the TheMrTrails, and I will catch you guys next time.